Welcome to day 124 of our BitClout journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian, and we have a special guest today, Cyrus Abraham. He's running NFT Plus and a few other projects. Cyrus, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good morning. Thanks for having me, Brian and Ed. How are you guys doing?
Awesome. Good. Excited about NFTs, as I'm sure you are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a big process the last month and a half, 2 months, building up to what could be coming any day now. And it's super exciting seeing all the development work coming in with the feedback from the community. So I think it's going to be something that we all really love.
Yeah, I think so too. And the changes of the code, it kind of shows us that something's coming very soon. So I'm expecting some fireworks pretty soon. But hey, let's just quickly jump into the news. There hasn't been too much news over the last 24 hours, but the price of Bitcoin has jumped considerably over the last 2 days or so. It hit just over 40,000, dropped back down. Now it's around 38,000. It didn't really move the price of BitClout though, or the price of Clout. It's still sitting around $100. $100.44 or something like that. Still had that big jump. It did jump to like 103 for a short period of time.
103, 104, yeah. A 4% increase for a 25% overall market increase. I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that we have a lot to look forward to, so I wouldn't pay much attention to the price right now. But other than that, I think CloutCon's coming on Thursday. So we're 2 days away from that. There's going to be a lot of big names there. We had Tropics and Maddie Pryor on yesterday, and we're really excited about that. We gave a few tickets away. We kind of recontacted us and wanted to give some tickets away, so we helped them do that. And I think it's going to be exciting.
I'm really excited. I think CloutCon is going to be really fun because a lot of people that couldn't attend the inauguration for BitClout in Miami, then they're basically now able to attend virtually. Exactly. So everyone is basically going to be a uniting experience, I think, for a lot of the old and new community members. And I look forward to the all-day event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we're going to meet you in New York. I guess that's a little over a week away from now. So that's going to be fun. Cloud's giving dinner at Dr. Kat Cohen's house.
That's exciting. Yeah, we get to meet you guys in person. And it's going to be a lot of other people there. And I also heard she has really cool NFTs in her home. I have not seen them myself. Yeah, apparently. So I'm really excited to see how they do the 3D virtual gallery of her home, the NFTs that are there. And I think she has a lot of plans for the NFT space as well on BitClout. So it's going to be exciting. There's a lot of events going on.
Yeah, I just learned about that the other day, how she's like really big into NFTs. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm now even more excited. I can't wait to see what she has. But so tell us a little bit about what you're doing on BitClout, especially in regards to NFTs and NFT Plus.
Yeah, absolutely. So NFT Plus is an onboarding project and a marketing project. So our main goals are a couple of things. One is that we want to bring in all levels of talent into BitClout, whether you're an art collector or perhaps you're an NFT artist. Either one, we're looking to bring as many people in, because if you have a lot of artists coming on, you also need buyers for their art. So we're giving equal focus to the artist and the collector. And once you're on the platform, you're going to need a microphone to get your work out there, get eyes on you. And although you could be using Cloudcast, right? We offer a service where if you, for example, own 0.1 of NFT Plus, we'll promote your work, we'll recloud it, we'll put your work in our Telegram groups, and it's all, we're not charging you, for example. So the old model of doing things, as you guys know, would be charging commission for everything that you do, or a la carte services, like every recloud you'd have to pay us. But this way, you don't have any contracts or commissions. So it allows artists from either having no history of sales to an artist that is very well known. They both get the same platform to rise up. So that's what we hope to do with NFT Plus. And it's been really exciting talking to a lot of people off the platform, and they're incentivized to come in. So recently, what we've been doing is we have our team. We reach out on Instagram and other exchanges and Twitter to individuals. And we say, for example, hey guys, there's this amazing platform. It's decentralized. There's a great NFT exchange coming. Here's $200, $300. Just come try. Nothing you can lose by coming and trying. And it's so interesting because not only do they love that incentive, but they also are getting reinformed with everything going on, right? So a lot of users, I got like 5 DMs this morning back. One of them was, oh, what's the point if you can't take your money off the platform, or this and that? And I'm like, your data is 2 months old. Let me get you up to speed to how it really is now. And they're like, oh my God, like, okay, I'm back in, let's go. So I'm excited for what's to come. I heard you guys are doing onboarding as well and working in the NFT space.
Yeah, like I mean, we're not doing it as actively as you are, and I think what you're doing is great. I think the idea behind your platform's perfect, and I think it's exactly what this platform needs, because it's hard for artists to understand how they can utilize BitClout and what the benefits of BitClout are, as opposed to, say, an OpenSea or a Rarible or a Foundation.
Right.
So I think we need that, and what you're doing is just perfectly. Yeah, we reach out to people, especially like if we see artists on the platform, we've been reaching out to see if they're really who they say they are, because there's a lot of scammers who are pretending to be artists.
The big thing right now is verifying who's real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that, and then yeah, we plan on reaching out to artists as well. I think we're going to kind of wait until the NFTs launch, because it's just easier to show them examples that way. But yeah, like I'm excited, and I think we're going to see a lot of artists.
I love what you guys are doing on Clubhouse. I actually started following suit. You know, we followed every single major NFT room. You know, when these rooms launch, we're basically going through every single user on stage in the audience, reaching out on multiple platforms to them. However many touches we can do to get their attention. The real incentive for them to come on as early as possible is you get to really just meet people, like build a network. Like, you know, do you want to be here when NFT exchange is already here, or do you want to be here a week before and people know who you are? So when you do mint, you already have supporters, a following base, collectors, network, you know? So it's just really exciting, just like building this whole momentum and inviting everyone to be a part of it. And I'm very bullish. I think Diamond Hands and the team are designing the NFT marketplace to be very competitive. I believe we'll be a top 5 in the industry in terms of exchanges and platforms to mint and sell. And I think that the main advantage we have over other exchanges is that we're completely decentralized and open source. So anybody that wants to add anything, like any big company, can just swoop in and build on top and execute. And most of the dirty work's been already done by the team.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, on Clubhouse, I think that's going to be a great way for people to onboard artists, because there's so many NFT rooms over there. And now they have the feature where you can have a back channel and send messages back and forth to people. So if you find somebody who's interested, you can easily send them messages, send them details about how they can onboard, maybe take them onto Instagram. And it's funny because Brian and I actually ran one of the largest NFT Clubhouse clubs over there before BitClout came about. And I think it has over 10,000 users now. So we're looking forward to that, like starting NFT club rooms and just talking about BitClout in those clubs. And I think you could be in there and help us onboard some people.
Oh, I would love that. That's amazing.
You have that really worked out. I think that's going to be great. And, you know, the community on Clubhouse from BitClout is a great community, and like everybody's so tightly knit together and how they all have each other's back. So I think bringing people into that community is going to be very easy. And I think that it's really like the selling point for bringing people over and talking to these NFT artists that don't know about BitClout. I think there's so many selling points, because there's so many different ways they can earn now. Yeah. Whereas you can just sell an NFT on these other platforms. You can sell an NFT, take that money, and then you can also entice people to buy your coin, and you're going to collect that founder award. So it's just so much more dynamic on BitClout. And I'm sure that a lot of people that made names on other platforms, it's going to be tough for them to transfer to another platform. But the selling points, I think we have so many great selling points, and there's so much other ways that these artists can be found. They can participate in this social network that's based around their NFTs, and then earn based on those people buying their art or buying their creator coin. So I think there's a lot of fuel for us to kind of spew all over the place and get people excited.
There's
Yeah,
so
and
many
I love your idea, Cyrus. How you give the artist like $100 or $200 just to get started, because that's really, it makes sense, because if you're the first person to buy their coin after they spend that $100 or $200 in their coin, you're probably going to make your money back or make a profit in the long run. So it's an easy way to get people over, is by incentivizing it and giving them some money up front. And I love that idea. I think that's going to be a really successful platform, in that you're kind of paying people to just try it out.
Yeah. So like, Cash App will give you like $15, right? Or these other platforms will give you 5, 15, 20. But when you start giving someone like $200 or $300, it's like, why would you not try it? And BitClout's so unique. Like let's say you're a new user and we send $200 to your BitClout wallet, you can buy 12.4 coins with that, right? Like you can keep, for example, about 6 coins for yourself. You'd send the rest to us, and then we distribute it out to a few people. As soon as we post on NFT Plus that you've been onboarded and you lower your FR, all of like this guy, Chris McCormick, yesterday, like the moment we onboarded him and lowered the FR from 100, like 6 buys came in before we even posted it on NFT Plus. And so even with Chris McCormick, for example, sending us 7 coins, so we get our 200 back and plus some, he still had $400 in his BitClout wallet completely for free.
Right.
No anyone, doesn't need to give anyone anything. You just made $400 for logging on to Instagram or your Twitter.
Yeah. And, they didn't even have to post an NFT. They didn't have to create an NFT, and they already make money. So I think it's just gets them excited.
Yeah. You took 15 minutes, you made $400.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, we talk to people, it's like, Twitter is a big space for, I guess, promoting your NFTs, but a lot of NFT artists, for the visual aspects, they post on Instagram, right? And so I tell all these guys, it's like, I see your gorgeous feed of NFTs, but imagine if every follow was an investment. Imagine if every like was a diamond. Imagine if like everything you're doing, you could getting paid for it. And a lot of people, they're just like, this is possible.
Yeah, exactly. They have no idea, really. And like I feel like the NFT artists who have been here from the start, like the Izzy, and there's a few others, I think they're going to be the most successful in the beginning, because they have that following. And when you post an NFT, you can share it with that following. So I think it's, like you said, like maybe it's a really good idea for people to get onto BitClout before the NFT platform launches, because then they can kind of build themselves up, build up a little bit of their coin value, build up their following, kind of become part of the community, so that when they do mint an NFT on the platform, people know about them, and people they get eyes to their NFTs. Yeah, it's not only the following; it's just the networking. So, like if you know Cyrus, I'm sure that's going to help you. Like we're gonna be promoting art of artists we've met on this platform, because we like them and we think that they're working hard at it. So I think just networking with people on BitClout is an outstanding strategy. Well, and also the idea that people can buy your creator coin and you can pay them back through the coin holder royalty is something that other platforms don't offer. And on BitClout, that's kind of like a way to get additional promotion. If somebody's buying your creator coin, they want your coin value to go up. So they want you to sell NFTs. So when you post an NFT, they're going to be pretty likely to reclout it or share it, or, like help you promote it, because they want to make money off of it too.
And so I want to talk on the royalties aspect for a second. So I think a lot of people on the platform are sleeping on this. I mean, I know Creator Fund and Eric aren't. They're investing in literally every single NFT artist because they want a position, because they know how the royalties are going to work. But to anyone watching this, I would say that, start looking for NFT artists, start investing, get on their cap tables. I mean, let's say Anna Nader, she's an NFT artist. She's doing 20% of her NFT sales back into her own coin. That's 20% royalty. So it's like every time, her work sells for like 2,000 plus. So every time you sell like 2,000 plus, like a $400 buy gets initiated into the coin. So, and you have some artists like David Bianchi, who's $198 a coin price on BitClout, but his art's selling for 7,000 minimum. And they sell within 2 days on other platforms. So when you start doing the numbers on these things, it gets really exciting from an investment standpoint, because not only do you love their art, but I'm not like I'm not going to per se shell out $7,000 for every art piece that I like. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I can invest in you and support you. And as those royalties come in, who's to say in 8 months, I have an accrued 7,000 worth in that coin. I can buy one of their amazing pieces.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, so
Brian and I have been doing the same. We've been buying a lot of NFT artists. Like that's kind of become our focus as far as creator coins, which we buy now. We're mostly focusing on NFT artists. We're artists in general who we think, they're really good artists. They're on BitClout. Why wouldn't they mint an NFT on BitClout?
Or they're a really good creator that could have really good use cases for NFTs.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
you could be a recording artist. You could be a service that's planning to sell your service through NFTs. So we're not looking particularly for someone that's doing 2D or 3D design. You could be a Clay Perry that's selling tour tickets. You could be a stock signaling group that's selling monthly memberships through NFTs. Whatever you could be doing, as long as you're messing around with the NFT space, we're here to support you.
And like NFTs don't have to be art or music. They can be, a dinner or a Zoom call.
Anything.
So there's so much.
Screenshot of this three-way convo, our first conversation. It could be an NFT.
There you go.
Anything. So, where do you guys see? When do you guys see the gas on the fire coming for NFT onboarding? I know, for example, members in the community like myself and yourself and others that we know are doing a lot of time on a daily basis to move this forward. When do you guys think speculatively we're going to see some big guns come in and amplify our efforts?
I personally think that once the NFT platform or the NFT, whatever you want to call it, launches on BitClout, I think that the core team, I think they probably have a couple big names that they're thinking of that are going to mint maybe their first NFT ever on BitClout. And I think that could bring in a crowd of collectors. I think it will get people excited about BitClout and get the media attention that it deserves, and then draw in even more artists, more collectors. So I think they probably have a plan. I don't want to say. I don't know if they're going to wait until V2 comes out, version 2, which has like the transferability of NFTs, the burnability of NFTs, and some of the other features that people wanted. They might wait until after that to pour the fuel on the fire, or maybe they'll do something in the beginning. But I kind of feel like they want the platform to be tested first and make sure it can handle things.
Yeah, because if we bring out volume and it's not ready, then we just shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah,
no point. Now, my question for you guys is, do you guys think it's the right approach to bring in these huge profile names and hope they engage and hope they're active and hope they bring their following? Or should we be focusing more on a macro level and just the average Joe, bringing in 7,000 average Joes?
Yeah, we had this conversation in Clubhouse the other day, and I think there's two different sides. Like if you do bring in, say, a big name, whoever it is, say Beyonce wanted to come in and mint an NFT, you're going to take all the focus away from all these BitClout native people who have been on BitClout for the last several months and building a name for themselves, and put it on Beyonce. And all these people that, say, in IZ that are making awesome NFTs, they're going to not be selling as much because everybody's going to be looking towards Beyonce and whoever else might come on, So I think that that's definitely a concern, but at the same time, I think you need the big names in order to attract more people so that the market can be fluid. So it's kind of,
it has to be a hybrid model almost.
Yeah. So say like a Beyonce comes on and mints NFTs, she's going to bring a ton of collectors onto the platform, and only one of them is going to win that NFT. The rest are going to be looking at other NFTs on the platform. So It's hard to say until we see it happen. It could go either way. And I think celebrities are going to be beneficial just to bring more attention to the platform. And for the record, Beyonce, I just threw out there. She didn't call me and say she's minting an NFT.
Everyone go buy her coin. No,
he wouldn't call you anyway, Brian.
All right. So for the record, for everyone watching, I know in royalties, the coin gets bought back in, right? But if you're just selling an NFT and there's no royalties set, does that clout sale go to your wallet for clout, or where does that money go? Just for the people that don't know.
It appears that it will go to your wallet. So you'll just get the clout that whatever it's sold for. So if you sold it for 100 clout, you'll get it. Unless you had a royalty for your coin holders.
it's exciting to see the competition between NFT artists and what royalty percentage. Look, seriously, like what percentages they're going to provide. Will they start undercutting each other? Are you going to have like the elite guys that are going to do a very low percent because they know that, you know? So I'm just really excited. Like I've been telling all the guys that we've been talking to, like, start thinking. Like if you haven't thought about this, you need to start thinking about this.
Yes. So the traditional artist royalty on like other platforms is approximately 10%. That's what most artists go by. But now you have this coin holder royalty. So do you split that and make it 5 and 5? Do you do 10 and 10? Do you just do all to your coin holders? Like it's going to be interesting. We were having this discussion with Izzy. Maybe you keep that low, but you increase your founder reward as an artist, and people end up buying your coin. And I was saying the other day that I think artists on this platform are going to have the ability to increase their founder reward higher than the normal 10 to 15%. Maybe you can do 20 to 25% if you're minting NFTs.
I never thought about that. That's actually really cool because you could have 25% or even 30% FR, attracting those long-term people in. And then those collectors or long-term investors get dividends from your weekly output or daily output, whatever your frequency is. And that could be a really good model. I didn't think about that.
But then if you have your coin holder royalties low, people aren't going to be as inclined to buy your coin. So it's going to be a balancing act. And like you said, I think nobody's going to know. We're going to have to kind of see where the marketplace is itself, what artists are selling the best, what their founder rewards are. And I don't know. It's just going to be fun to watch.
Are there any NFTs that you guys are like keeping your eyes on, certain people on the platform, like, waiting for them to get minted? You got your purse on the side ready to go. Have you guys?
I don't haven't been following, but I mean, if Diamond Hands minted one, that would be really cool. And I'm kind of guessing he will. Why wouldn't he? So I think that would probably be a really, really cool collector's item, like Diamond Hands' first NFT. I think a lot of the NFTs that launch or get minted on that first day, like if you look down the road like 20 years from now, oh, this was minted the first day that NFTs came to BitClout. Like think about like baseball cards or something. Right. It's like the same thing. Like this is the first like Topps card ever printed. Like I think there's something special about that. But at the same time, there's probably going to be a lot of garbage that's also minted. Right. So you got to be careful what you buy.
Like 5 years from now, they're going to be like, back in 2021, in late July, I minted the first. Exactly. Like this is a token. You guys should all buy it. Yeah, it's crazy. I think a lot of people have been like building up their NFTs. They got like all their collections on the side ready to mint. And I'm thrilled, honestly thrilled to see all of the creativity coming to life. And I think as soon as that marketplace is here, you're going to see a huge boost in engagement, not only from the NFT artists, but all the existing people on the platform that have just been waiting. Yeah. And I think through another means of monetization, again, not even just for artists, but for all creators, if you're creative with use case. So I think everyone can utilize and benefit from this update. I just want to emphasize that it's not just artists.
Exactly, definitely.
It's everybody. You just have to have the use case.
Yeah, and I think anybody can find a use case if they're creative about it. And we're going to learn what use cases are the best use cases. And there's going to be a lot of copying. Like, oh wow, Craig just did this, and now he made this much money. I think I'm going to try that. But maybe I'll add this to it too. So there's going to be a lot of experimentation and a lot of clever ideas that come about, I think.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I think that's probably a good place to leave off. Do you have any final thoughts, Cyrus?
Just get excited. This is the beginning. I'm very bullish, and I'm excited to meet you guys in New York, and I'm excited for these NFTs. Thanks for having me as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll have you on again after NFTs come to the platform and kind of talk to you about what you're finding to be the do's and don'ts in the space. I think that'll be a good talk to have once they're here.
Absolutely. Would love that. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks again, Cyrus.
Take care, guys.